Is Jayson Tatum back to his unstoppable form? After a brief battle with knee tendonitis that had Celtics fans on edge, Tatum is declaring he feels a lot better. As we dive into his injury journey, let's explore what this means for Boston's championship hopes. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video to stay updated on all things Celtics. Jayson Tatum is back on the court, and I couldn't be more excited. After dealing with right knee tendonitis and missing a couple of games earlier this month, Tatum is now feeling a lot better. Imagine the relief for us Celtics fans knowing that our star player is healing up. He missed those 2 games against the Detroit Pistons on December 4th and 12th, which were the only games he sat out all season. It's a reminder of how important he is to this team. When Tatum plays, we have a much better shot at winning. Tatum attributed his knee issues to a tough stretch of games, where the Celtics played 6 times in just 9 days. That's a grueling schedule for any player, and it's clear that the wear and tear can catch up to you. But here's the silver lining. Despite those challenges, the Celtics managed to win 4 of those 6 games, including 1 without Tatum. That's resilience, folks. It shows the depth and strength of our roster, but it's always a little nerve-wracking when one of our key players is sidelined. Now, he's back in action, scoring 28 points against the Bulls, and following that up with 31 against the Wizards. This guy is a scoring machine. And let's not forget, he's not just dealing with this season's grind. Tatum played through the entire playoffs last season and even participated in the Olympics shortly afterward. That kind of commitment is commendable, but it also takes a toll on the body. Head coach Joe Mazzulla downplayed the seriousness of Tatum's injury, describing the tendinopathy as something that comes and goes. It's good to hear that it's not something that should keep us up at night. We've seen Tatum's durability since he entered the league in 2017. Aside from the COVID-19 protocols back in 2020-21, he hasn't missed significant time due to injury. This recent bout with tendinopathy seems to be an isolated incident, and I think we can all agree that we want him healthy and ready for the long haul. Tatum himself mentioned that the time off helped, along with the work he's been putting in to get back to form. He sounded confident, saying, "I'm feeling a lot better and I'm fine." And that's exactly the mindset we want from our star player. This confidence can be infectious, boosting the morale of his teammates and the entire franchise. But here's where it gets interesting. How does this situation affect the Celtics' future? With Tatum back to scoring at will, our chances of contending for a top playoff seed look promising. Still, I can't help but wonder, was resting him the right call? I'm sure a lot of you have your opinions on this. I'm honestly divided. On one hand, we need him healthy and performing at his best. But on the other hand, every game counts, and the rhythm of the season is crucial. So, I want to hear from you. What do you think about how the Celtics are managing Tatum's injury? Do you believe resting him was the best decision, or would you have preferred to see him play through it? Your thoughts matter, so make sure to drop them in the comments below. Jayson Tatum once again proved why he's one of the most dynamic players in the NBA during the Celtics' recent blowout victory over the Bulls. With a staggering triple-double, 43 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists, while shooting 9 for 15 from beyond the arc. He not only set a franchise record, but also showcased his ability to elevate the game in a way that leaves fans and opponents alike in awe. What stood out to me was how effortless he made it seem. He wasn't forcing shots. He was reading the game and making the right decisions at every turn. It's a reminder that Tatum's brilliance isn't just about the numbers, it's about his basketball IQ and his drive to win. Kristaps Porzingis nailed it when he described Tatum as someone who plays the right way. He's not just chasing personal accolades, he's focused on team success. In a league filled with players who often seek the spotlight, Tatum remains grounded, prioritizing victories over individual records. It's easy to overlook that kind of selflessness, especially when you're in Boston, where the expectations are sky high. But that's what makes Tatum special. He's capable of doing it all, and yet, I feel like he often flies under the radar when it comes to MVP discussions. Coach Joe Mazzulla echoed that sentiment, pointing out that Tatum's greatness is sometimes taken for granted. Now, let's talk about the implications of this. Tatum's performance isn't just a one-off, it's part of a larger narrative. After leading the Celtics to the 2024 NBA championship, he solidified his status as a superstar. The critics who doubted him were silenced, and now he's firmly established within the Celtics' storied history. With 5 consecutive All-Star selections and 3 first-team All-NBA honors, It's clear that Tatum is not just a fleeting talent. But does he get the recognition he truly deserves? I'm torn on this. He's consistently delivering on the court, yet the MVP chatter feels muted, perhaps due to the strength of the team around him. This brings us to the bigger picture for the Celtics. They're once again one of the top teams in the league, and they haven't even hit their peak yet. The anticipation builds as we approach the NBA playoffs, where they'll undoubtedly be favorites to go back-to-back. Can you imagine the excitement if Tatum continues this level of play? He's been doing great things for a long time, and as Mazzulla pointed out, it all comes relatively easy to him. That's both a blessing and a curse. The expectations are immense, but they also drive him to be better. But that's Boston for you, a city that demands excellence. So, I ask you, are we witnessing the right path for Tatum and the Celtics? I genuinely find myself divided on this. On one hand, I want Tatum to get the recognition he deserves, not just from the fans, but from the league at large. On the other hand, the team's success speaks volumes. What do you think? Are we in the midst of something special that's being overlooked? Your thoughts matter here. I want to hear what you're feeling about Tatum's journey and the Celtics' trajectory this season. We're all invested, and every game brings us closer to that coveted championship. So, what are your expectations as we move deeper into the season? Are you feeling optimistic, or do you have frustrations you want to voice? Let's get that conversation going down in the comments. I'm eager to hear your opinions and insights, and before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with fellow Celtics fans. Subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates, and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an essential moment in our Boston Celtics journey. Together, let's keep the spirit alive and support our team through thick and thin.